Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I dropped something. I'm going to be going in with this Pore Essential Primer from Benefit just to cover up my pores. Next I'm going to go in with that Wander Beauty Face Glow just to give my face obviously some glow. I want it to look as hydrated as possible since I'm going to be putting a very small layer of foundation on it. I'm not trying to give it a matte look or anything like that. I want to look dewy and natural. Next, I'm going to go in with a very, very light amount of that AJ Crimson foundation. And when I say light, I mean extremely light. I barely dabbed any on my brush, and I'm just going to apply a very thin layer of that because I'm not trying to go too full coverage. I just want to give it like I want it to be as sheer as possible. Just to even out the skin a little more. This is supposed to be a no makeup look. I originally was just going to use a concealer, but I wanted to even out my complexion before adding even a little bit of concealer. Because I tried doing just concealer once, and a lot of my concealers are already like extremely light, so I didn't want to do that and have my skin complexion look a lot lighter than I already am, so this foundation was just to help even out my complexion. I'm just going to dab a little bit of that concealer onto my sponge and press it against my skin, putting it in my under eye just to brighten my under eye. And I'm using that also to prime my eyelid for eyeshadow. Yeah, because during this quarantine, I've been going to bed and waking up. I've been going to bed really late and waking up really late, so I know I look tired. So this is kind of a little thing you can do to waken up your eyes a little more without going too crazy. I don't expect anybody to be doing like a full glam during this quarantine. I mean, if you are, that's great, but maybe you just want something a little simple, but still makes you look like very refreshed and awake. So I actually had already applied this powder that I'm applying again in this clip, but I forgot to press record. So I just applied a very small amount of that powder and like put some more on my eye. I barely touched it though, because I didn't want to add too much, but yeah, I'm just repeating the same thing I did right before I recorded it. Next, I'm gonna go in with that shade Bricky on my eyelid because I'm not doing like any crazy eyeshadow for this look. I just want to give my eye a little dimension. I don't want my eyes looking dull. Back what I was saying in that last clip, I didn't want to bake under my eye because that's not what this look is all about. Like I wanted this to look as natural and neutral as possible, so just applying that one shade for my under eye to set my concealer was just enough, and I don't even have to dust it off. It's perfectly natural the way it was. And yeah, right now I'm just applying a contour shade for my eyelid to just make the eyes look a lot more defined and not dull. Going in with that telescopic mascara from L'Oreal. This mascara is really good with making the lashes look a little darker and enhancing them a lot more. They don't so much make them longer, but they do fill them in a little more. Like you'll notice a difference in a second, like how noticeable my lashes are on my left eye versus my right eye. Um, for this natural look, I still want to show that I have lashes. So this definitely gives me a natural lash. See, notice how this one eye, like the lashes are really defined, and the other one, it's like very dull. Because I think it looks a little more, it does look natural, like it's, I want to still look like I have lashes, even though this is a very simple look. And as you can see, I'm just applying Bricky on my lower lash line with a pencil brush. Putting that mascara on my lower lash line now. Next, I'm going to go back in with Bricky, and I'm going to just bronze. I'm not actually contouring in this video, but I will be bronzing my face. I felt like a contour for sure did not look natural, so bronzing, though, however, does look natural. I didn't want my face to be all one color, so it helps bringing dimension to the face without looking too overly dramatic. And I'm also going in with that Mented blush because I feel like that peach really gives me like a natural look. Putting it on the apples of my cheeks and bringing it up to blend in with that bronzer. I felt like I put a little too much on, so I go back in with another brush, a more flimsier blush brush, and buff it out just to make it look a little more even and dull it down just a little more, just so it doesn't look just so it doesn't look like too much. Next, I'm only going to go in with a little bit of this Dose of Colors lipstick. Like you see, I'm just putting some on my finger. I just want to give my lips a little bit of color, but I didn't want to put it all over my lips because I felt like you would have really been able to tell I had lipstick on. So I'm just giving my lips a little bit of color. And then I'm going to top it off with my lip gloss from Fenty just to give my lips a little more shine, to make my lips look like they're very like hydrated. Next, I'm going to go in with that Beauty Bakery setting spray just to set this all in place and continue to make my skin look like it's more glowy. And that's the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!